I don't think people understand how much translation details matter. Let's set the record straight. Most Bibles say tomb, but that's super generic. It ignores the detail that in the Bible times, the burial place was different than today's grave sites. The Greek word means burial vault, a specific rock-cut family vault. It often came with a rolling stone door. The Today's Bible makes the scene real, not just old words. Accurate words help us picture what really happened. What I wish I knew about apparel in the Bible, it isn't just fancy talk, there's a simpler way. In Luke 24:4, most Bibles say dazzling apparel or garments, but the Today's Bible just says bright clothes. It's the same Greek word, just way more modern and easy to get. Sometimes simple is simply better. You need to watch this if you've ever wondered what other Bibles might miss. The Emmaus story has an extra detail in the Greek. Most Bibles say their eyes were opened and they recognized him. But the Greek word is not just opened, it actually means completely opened. Full, sudden revelation. The Today's Bible captures this. Their eyes were completely opened, they recognized him, and he disappeared. That's a hidden detail most translations miss. You need to hear this if you've ever felt distant from God. John 1:1 holds a secret most people overlook. Ready? Most Bibles say, "In the beginning was the Word," but the Today's Bible calls it the Message. Word is an old way of saying message. See the difference? Word feels distant, but message is personal and clear. Since the beginning of time, God has had a message for you. Look at Jesus and you will see it. Why are there not more Bibles showing how John 1:1 really reads? Are you missing a key detail in your Bible? Let me show you what other translations overlook. The Greek here isn't with. The word was with God. The Greek word for with is not here. The Greek word here is pros, meaning toward or facing. That's why the Today's Bible says the message was pointed toward God. It's not distant, it's dynamic and close. Jesus is the message pointing right at God. Stop reading made in John 1:3. Start seeing came to be instead. This tiny change makes a huge difference. Most Bibles say all things were made, but the Greek word for made is not here. The Greek word is actually about things coming into being, becoming. The Today's Bible gets it right. Everything came to be through the message. It's not just about the things that were made, it's about everything that came to be. I'm sure you've heard the classic line, "Nothing was made without him." But what if I told you there's more to the story? Most Bibles leave out a Greek word in John 1:3. They leave out one. The Greek says, not one. Most translations say nothing. But the Today's Bible says not even one thing. It's a subtle shift, but it shows absolutely nothing. Zero exceptions came to be without the message. The Today's Bible has the word other Bibles miss. If you're a Bible reader, you've probably seen the Word became flesh. But what does that actually mean? Let's break it down. Flesh doesn't mean sinful nature. It means a real, physical body. The Today's Bible says, the message became a physical body and camped among us. That's clearer, right? Jesus wasn't just an idea. He took on a real body. So God's message could reach us in person. That changes everything. Here's a Bible translation detail you might have missed. Camped among us is way more vivid than dwelt among us. Most Bibles say dwelt, but the Greek word really means camped. Think about it. The message didn't just move in, it pitched a tent among us, just like God did when the Israelites made a tent for him in the wilderness. That's way more personal and relatable. Camped among us makes the incarnation come alive. That's why today's Bible gets it right. If old Bible words confuse you, but you're curious about what they really mean, this one's for you. Let's dig into a fresh translation. Most Bibles call Jesus the only begotten Son, but begotten is just old language for born. Only born Son. Today, we call the only born Son the only biological Son. The Today's Bible says only biological God, making it crystal clear Jesus is uniquely God's own Son in the Father's arms. Simple, powerful, and easy to get. That's something other Bibles miss.